Hi everyone, today I am going to be reviewing some cards and I'm so excited because these look like nothing I have ever seen before, and it has come all the way from Greece and it is by a very popular Instagram user, which is Cocorinna. I hope I pronounced that right, .co. So if you guys wanted to give her a follow, take a look. Her aesthetic is right up my sleeve. You know why? Her name also begins with a C. She does all of this absolutely stunning artwork, which is also quite like cosmic, astrological, moon themed. We know how I feel about the whole moon theme. My name actually means moonlight. So when I saw her work, I was just absolutely in love, and I just love her stuff so much. And also I started following her ever since I set up my Moonlight Guidance Instagram. So you know, I just really do adore her work so much, and she uses a lot of black and gold, and those are my two favorite colors, if you can already tell from, you know, my sleeves and what I wear, and also, you know, my jewelry as well. I just, you know, those are definitely, it's just really up my sleeves. So I got the box, and what I really love actually is the box is completely custom. It's got your magic can change the world, which is absolutely beautiful. It is a recyclable box. It's got this beautiful sticker on it. It's also got custom tape as well. She really has gone out, all out with this, and it just goes to show the quality is incredible. So there are some cards in here, and we will get to them. So there's also a lot of tissue paper. Very beautiful, by the way, I have to say, because again it's custom and it's just so beautiful. It's got all the stars on there, and then we've got here the Divine Feminine Tarot Deck Guidebook. We've got the cards. We've got a little note, which is, we'll read that in a second. We've got some stickers, and there's, oh, that is beautiful. Look at that print. It's stunning. I might even frame this. Really beautiful. Oh, and it's got a little note as well from her, which is just so lovely. So this is the Divine Feminine deck. Okay, and there's some stickers at the bottom as well. I guess I shall show you. There you go. Beautiful artwork. Okay, so let's just move the box out of the way. That's the packaging, and I have to say it's really beautiful. I also did not pay any customs fees, so I just want to mention that as well, because even when, so for example, sometimes what will happen is that, especially if it is an indie, like an indie deck where it's not done through like a publisher, you know, they're making their own decks, I'll get sent decks, and I'm so grateful for decks being sent out to me. But what happens is a lot of the times they might declare a really high order value, so I'd have to pay a lot in customs. So it's one thing to keep in mind is that I did not have to pay any customs fees with her deck, which was really quite nice personally, because you know it is a lot. You know, sometimes the values that get declared, I'm sure that you guys know that if you ever purchase anything online, like sometimes you may get a custom slip that you have to fill in. So I didn't have to do that. And I was also sent this deck just for transparency reasons, but in all honesty, if you guys know and you've been following me on Instagram and seeing who I follow, which I guess nobody really does, but yeah, I have been following her for a while, and again, her aesthetic is right up my sleeve. I also do get a lot of people wanting to send me decks as well, and sometimes I just also do say no, just because I know that the deck's not really going to be used, and I don't want to just collect so many, because a lot of you may know that I have over 100 now, and it's a lot, you know, and it is a lot, so I just want to be much more selective with what I am choosing, but you guys can see that this is something that I totally is just right up my sleeve. So right up my sleeve, it's just my aesthetic. So we've got here the Divine Feminine Tarot deck. So it says, trust your intuition, ask the soul, not the mind, understand your voice, tap into the Divine Feminine. We've created this deck with all the magic and passion we had in us. May it be in your hands and family for years to come, guide and bring you comfort, with Magic, Corinna and Theo. So you can actually find the website right here if anyone is interested. There you go. I'll leave it in the description box below as well, and in the comment section. Okay, let's take a look and see. There's also a guidebook. I don't know if this is separate, but in here Okay, I think this might be actually to do with the deck. So let's have a look and see if I can open this first. It's got a beautiful seal on it as well. So well thought of. And it's got this gold thread, which I am going to have to cut the thread. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to have to cut the paper as well. Okay, so here is the box. Let's just put this to the side. Okay, so you can see the sort of feminine illustration there. It works both ways, which is beautiful. It is a lid box, and yeah, it's just it says here a Divine Feminine Tarot deck in Nocturnal, and it is a 2020 deck from what I can see here. Or maybe it was manufactured in 2020, or maybe it was on sale in 2020. I'm not too sure, but it says 2020, so you can see. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. I was not expecting this at all. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, the ribbon. Okay, so you go like this, and then I want to do this on camera. I'm probably going to rip it, which I'm not going to be happy about, but oh my gosh, that is packaging. The ribbon is so soft. Okay, I am going to give you my proper opinions on this. You guys know that even when I have got sent decks in the past, I have been so honest, and I have said when I didn't like things. Okay, so it comes like this, and it's got the ribbon in it, which is so soft, the ribbon, and it's got the moon phases on it as well with her branding. Let's put that on the side. I actually really like boxes like this, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see, but, well, you can't, but if you watch my videos, you'll know that I put sort of charms and letters into sort of reusable bags and things like that. So this actually came with a deck, and I just put my crystal charms in here. And for example, this I actually bought from a company. You can like literally see the branding on it, but I have like my other items in there as well that came with like a crystal roller thing, and this also came with some crystals that I bought online. So I love actually using the boxes for things as well. I just love reusing them, so that's something that I personally do. I know that not everybody would want to do that. Even for example, I show you as well, this came with perfumes. My entire charm box, it came with perfumes inside of it, and I just used the box. So I just love reusing the things, and also this came from the haiku cubes that I do have, and I just put some messages inside of there. So I'm definitely going to find a purpose to reuse this. I just think that why not? I don't really want to buy boxes just for the sake of like buying boxes to put stuff in, like if I have boxes, Anyways, let's get on to this. Oh my gosh, we're like 8 minutes in and we're still not into it. Sorry about that. Okay, so we've got the tissue paper here, really beautifully folded. And it is in the plastic. Okay, so this probably just keeps everything together rather than it moving around in the box. It's got gold edging, which is beautiful. Okay, and oh wow. That's a good quality deck. I can feel the cards. Okay, so what I have to say about this is that my first impression is that these are good quality. Also, the inside matches the outside. I really, really do like this. Even the full, just look at that. I know that it's the full, and I love just the imagery as well that you can see here. And I love the fact that it's actually got written underneath what it is as well. So yeah, so this is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like liquid gold. It's just beautiful. This is the back, as you can see. I thought that the entire back would be black, but actually I think that the wood is really, really beautiful in that context. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards and see. So we've got the Fool here. And I actually love that you can tell which cards are which as well, not just because it's written on there, but also through the imagery. The High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, the Lovers. And I will also say as well, the card quality is great. I think that this is actually a very good size also for me to shuffle. I am someone that has smaller hands, and I know that obviously I'm not the only one with small hands, and that is something that a lot of people do ask me about as well, is that they will very much so come to me and email me and say, you know, I have small hands as well, which decks are best for me? And, you know, I think that this is one of the better decks. One thing I will say is that a lot of gold is coming off on my hands. I had a problem actually with one of the other decks, which is the embroidered tarot deck, and the girl who had done that particular deck, she had told me if you just get a cloth and you just sort of buff the edges, eventually the gold, you know, will not get everywhere. So that was just something that she had found, and she had told me in relation to what the factory had told her as well. And so I have no problems with that anymore. The silver on hers has completely gone off the edges, but on this one, obviously, because it is a new deck, there is a lot of gold coming off. So just be warned of that, especially if then you are sort of touching the cards and things like that. So yeah, I'm just going to probably get a cloth and just buff the rest of the gold off. I don't know if you can actually see the gold on my hands, but it is coming off. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, is that that does happen sometimes with the more gold, silver, rose gold, gilded cards. Okay, then we've got here the 8 of Wands, and also the card quality is really nice. It's not so flimsy. That's the thing, is it's not so flimsy, but it's also not extremely thick. So that's something to keep in mind. 9 of Wands. I just love how it's got the stars. It just looks so beautiful. And I also love that this deck is black, because black is actually one of my favourite colours, but I haven't really come across so many black decks, if that makes sense. So Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and it's a beautiful feminine deck as well. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. I would also say that this is quite a beginner-friendly deck as well. It's not always the case with all of the cards, but I actually do feel that this can be very beginner-friendly. A, because the illustrations are actually quite simple to understand, and B, because you've also got it written at the bottom exactly which card it is. So that can also really help as well. So that's what we have there, and there's some beautiful symbolism which also crosses over from actual tarot, like as in Rider-Waite, you know, or the Visconti. So beautiful. 10 of Pentacles, Page, Queen. Oh, and I love this little accent as well that we have in there. Beautiful. Even some of the little dots here have foiling. Wow. You see what I mean? Like, you know, when you see that card, it's the Ace of Wands. I think this is a great deck because it's unique, but it's also one where if you are someone that's new to tarot, this can be beautiful. And it's also unique. I have not seen a deck like this. And I have over 100. So, I mean, you know, that's that. I mean, beautiful. Look at that. 2 of Swords as well. That's the thing, is that I don't even have to read the bottom of it. I mean, I am a tarot reader, obviously, but sometimes with the cards, you don't know what they actually are. You really have to study them and learn them because the imagery is so different. But here, it's very simple to tell, which I like. So, for example, that's the 6 of Swords, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. This could be one of the most beautiful tarot decks in my opinion. This is my opinion. I know that some of you might think like no, or yes, or totally, or you may have your own opinions, right? Because everyone has their own opinions with imagery, everyone has their own opinions with what they do like and what they don't like. But for me, as many of you do know, black, gold, the moon, beautiful illustrations that represent the moon, it's just so up my street. So, oh, up my street, not up my sleeve. Okay. King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page, Knight of Cups. Also, the cards are not sticking to one another like most decks tend to do when they're brand new. I mean, that's a very common thing that does happen. But I also find as well a lot of the cards actually stick together very frequently, even after you've used it once. So that's not necessarily happening here that much. So we've got the Devil, Tower, And also, one other thing that I noticed as well is that the cards are not scratched. A lot of the times, I had another deck, the message card deck, which many of you know that when I use it on my channel and when I first got it, it had a ton of scratches on it. Black will also pick up scratches quite a lot. So I don't actually see any visible scratches on here, but we'll see how we go. But the other deck that I received, it actually came with scratches. So that was a little bit disappointing, but it was not from her. It's from another company. So yeah, black is definitely one of those colours, but I can also see here as well that fingerprints are not getting picked up, and also that gold that is all over my hands is also not transferring. Don't know if you can see there's no transfer or anything like that. So these are really, really great quality. World. Oh my gosh, look at this card. You can't tell me that that is not a beautiful illustration. I'm in awe of the amount of hard work and the amount of time it probably took to make these illustrations, to put it together, to format it, to come up with a concept. I mean, these are beautiful. You definitely have to give her a follow because on Instagram, and check out her work because her illustrations are amazing and she's a very, very sweet soul. And I think that it's nice to support it's nice to support because, my gosh, look at this talent. Look at this talent. Look at the Wheel of Fortune. We're almost there. We've got the Chariot, Strength. That is adorable. That is so heartwarming, very comforting. Hermit as well. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I am a Virgo myself. That is very beautiful. With the lamp as well. See, that's the traditional lamp right there, the one that we see in the corner there. That's very unique. You got here the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that with the sun and the moon. Beautiful. You got here Justice, the Hanged One, Death and Temperance. Wow. Again, I love these little accents with the foils. There's a lot of thought has been put into this deck, and I'm really happy, and I feel really lucky actually that I have received it. So that's something to keep in mind. So yes, I do have some glitter all on my hands, but like I said, it's not a big deal because I've had that experience with another deck, and all you have to do is just get a cloth and just sort of buff at the edges, and it will come off, and it won't cause any more issues or any more problems. So I'm not worried, and also it hasn't been transferring on the cards, which is also a great thing. Let me see, is it transferring? Oh, it's not really transferring on the book either. Okay, so this is the book that it comes with. So actually, this is not inside of the box, right? It will come separately, I believe, right? So this is the guidebook. Now, the guidebook itself is very, very, by the looks of things, very detailed. So again, if you're a beginner, this is a great way to start. You've got all of the contents here. You've got the history of tarot as well, which I think is really very, very significant. You've even got the history of card playing as well. So obviously that is here. Preparation and caring. We've got spreads. We've got the major arcana as well. So you've actually got coloured images. This is a beautiful book. This is like something you would put on a bookshelf. I'm not even kidding. It's made that way. I mean, just look. It's incredible. So yeah, and then you've got the keywords here. You've also got this phrase right here, the power of the stars is transformed into earthly magic by the magician. So you got a way in which it relates also to the card, and then you've got some more information here as well, which is absolutely wonderful. And I really do feel like this is a great deck for beginners. It's also a really great deck. I feel like it's one of the best decks that I have discovered this year so far as well. Kind of goes without saying. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. I really took my time with this review as well. I just feel it. Look at this. Then you've got the cups. What I absolutely love about this is that every single card has its own page. What you find in a lot of guidebooks is that oftentimes the major arcanas will have their own separate page, but then all of the kind of like the minor arcanas will be sort of squished in with all the other minor arcanas, like they're not as important as the majors, and they're not painted out to be as important. Whereas what she has done, what her Cocorinna has done is she has put and given equal importance to every single card. And I think that that really does go to show the amount of effort and the amount of work that she's put in. Sometimes it feels like, you know, certain people just do shortcuts. This is not a shortcut in any way, shape or form. You can see that she has put every single minor arcana and given it its own space, just like she has with the major arcanas. And I know that the major arcanas are the major ones, the minors are the minors, but, you know, when they're all in the deck together, they're all cards. They're all equal. Equality for all. So that is what we have there. So beautiful. Okay, so towards the end, is there anything in the back that we should be looking at here? Okay, so Cocorinna is a creative studio founded by Corinna Nika and her other half, Theo, back in 2012. They're currently based on a small island in the Mediterranean Sea, surrounded by blue skies and waters, always inspired by their surroundings, nature, the sun setting and the moon rising. I did mention, I believe, Greece, so absolutely, that sounds like a beautiful paradise. Created from magic and stardust, our shop aims to create enchanting objects that you will treasure forever and will add a sense of mystery and ritual into your daily life. Every detail is crafted to feel like a piece of jewellery that you can touch, use, wear, smell and look at every day. So yeah, I'll put the website down below. It's shop.cocorinna.com, if I said that right. I believe this is the artist, Jenna. I think Jenna is the artist. I'm not too sure. I have to do a bit more research on that. But from what I know is that also on her Instagram she does have very beautiful artwork as well. So I'm not sure if it's made by her or if it's commissioned. But either way, the concept is beautiful, and it's very common that people that make decks as well, they may commission certain bits and pieces. So yeah, maybe it's a collaboration as well. So I'll have a little look and I'll see what I can find, but it smells good. You know the new book smell that you get? It smells good. Okay, so yes, I think that this is a winner. This is a true winner. It's very hard sometimes to find new decks that are really, really exciting and unique and different, and I love to support younger and smaller sort of businesses in the sense of, the more independent, what do you call them? Independent artists and creators, because it's nice to do so, and I really do feel like this is one of the best decks I have discovered this year so far. I have actually received a lot of different things this year as well, and yeah, this is definitely one of them, and I'm being so much more picky and choosy with what I keep in my collection as well, in the sense of what I say yes to and no to. So this is definitely a huge winner, and I really look forward to using this in my videos. It's so beautiful, and I think that the contrast between the front and the back is also very unique and very different. It kind of gives it this sort of natural vibe as well. So that is what we have there, and it's super soft. Actually, the deck is very soft. It's not like one of those like super hard decks. It kind of molds into your hands, which I really like as well. Okay, so this is my little review. And yeah, check out the links down below as well, and let me know what you do think about it. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. I am obsessed with this deck. So yeah, definitely let me know. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and give some love also to Cocorinna as well. She's such a sweet soul, and I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys know that if you've seen my other reviews as well, I'm very brutally honest, and if I didn't like this deck, I would have definitely told you to. I would have told you. I would have told you. So yeah, something to keep in mind. So yeah, check it out, and yes, it's a good one. It's a good one. I recommend it. So this is the review. Take care, everyone. Bye.